Before we will start the tutorial, let me show you first my marks. I have an online store in Spreadshirt and Teespring known as Spring, where you can buy various apparels and drinkwares that most of them I designed it myself. Link on my store are provided in the description below so you can check it out, and you can choose different products with different designs. You even have the options to choose which product you like most. If you want to see more products, you can scroll it down and click the load more for more interesting designs and exciting products. If you want to surprise your loved ones with gifts, this might be a good option. So guys, if you want to buy one of these products, it means a lot to me because it helps maintaining my channel. So thank you guys.
Hello guys, welcome back to my After Effects tutorial channel. This is Randy from Ran's Graphics. For those people who are new in this channel, don't forget to subscribe, press the like button, and hit the notification bell so that you will be updated to all the videos that I'm gonna be uploading, okay? So without any further ado, I'm gonna be showing you what we are gonna be making today.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
We are here now inside After Effects. All we have to do is to go to composition, create a new composition. I will name it placeholder 1. And in 20 by 1080p, 30 frames per second, 15 seconds duration. Click OK. Then make sure that I will highlight it again and go to edit, duplicate it. Double click my mouse to open it up. I will highlight the placeholder 1. Go to my folder assets, open image, go to photo, and open this scene 1 photo image. I will highlight this image 1, drop it down into the timeline. Press the keyboard S for the scale. Change this to 95%. Then press P for the position. I'll just drag it down a bit. Then open placeholder 2. Go to your project panel and highlight this image 2. Drop it down into the timeline. Press P on the keyboard for the position. I'll just drag it down. Create a keyframe by hitting this stopwatch on the position. Change the X position here to 992. Move forward your playhead to about 10 seconds. And set the X position here to 900. Then go to composition. create a new composition. I will name it Matte 1. I will change the width here to 4000 and the height is 2500. 30 frames per second, 15 seconds duration, click OK. Then I will go to layer, create a new solid. I will name it shape 1. Make it comp size and the color is white, click OK. Press S on your keyboard for the scale. Now create a keyframe by hitting this stopwatch on the position, also the scale. Change this scale to 40%. Then highlight shape 1, go to effects and preset, go to distort and choose these polar coordinates. Make a keyframe on the interpolation and change this interpolation to 100%. Then change the type of conversion to rectangle to polar. Go to your timeline, change the position Y here to -80. Then move your blade forward to 2 seconds. Then change the Y position to 1250 for the scale. Change it to 100%. Then go to the interpolation and change this to 0. Highlight this keyframe, right click your mouse, go to keyframe assistant, easy ease in. Then highlight this keyframe, right click your mouse, keyframe assistant, easy ease out. Now highlight this shape 1, right click your mouse and pre-compose it. Move all the attributes into the new composition, click OK. Go to edit and duplicate it. Press P on the keyboard for the position. Change the Y position to 1247. Change the normal blending to silhouette alpha. We will go to composition, create a new composition. I will name it text 1. I will change this to 1920 by 1080p. 30 frames per second, 15 seconds duration, click OK. Then I will grab my text tool and type easy to customize. Align it at the center. Open character. The font that I use is Montserrat and light at 70 pixels. Then I will go to composition, create a new composition, and I will name it scene 1. 1920 by 1080p, 30 frames per second, and 15 seconds duration. Click OK. Then I will open my project panel, other, choose this image and drop down into the timeline. I will disable the visibility first. Then go back to my project panel and drop down this placeholder 1 into the timeline. Drop down this shape 1 comp 1 into the timeline. Toggle switches modes in here. I want it a 3D layer on the placeholder 1. Toggle switches modes in here again and change the placeholder 1 to Luma Matte. Then I will go back to my project panel and drop down this Matte 1 into the timeline. See, there's already an outline in here. Then go back to the project panel and drop down this placeholder 2 into the timeline. Drop down again this shape 1 comp 1 into the timeline. Change placeholder to track matte to Luma Matte. Then make sure to toggle the switches modes in here and enable the 3D layer on the placeholder 2. Go back again to the project panel and drop down this matte 1 into the timeline. Highlight both of the shape 1 and matte 1. Press R on the keyboard for the rotation. Change this to 180. Now I will drop down this text 1 into the timeline. Then the shape 1 comp 1 into the timeline. Then I will enable the 3D layer on the text 1. Toggle switches modes in here. Change the text 1 to Luma Matte. Highlight this text 1. Go to effects and preset, go to generate fill. Then I will enable the color code here, pick the color picker and choose this color. Then highlight this image and delete it. Now go to your project panel and create a new folder. Name it S1. Then highlight all these compositions, put it on the is1 folder. Then I will create another folder here. I will name it S2. And I will highlight all these compositions. Go to edit, duplicate it. Then I will place all these compositions into the S2 folder. Close the S1. Open the S2 folder. Delete this shape 1 comp 2. I will highlight it all and open it up. First, I will change this text to drag and drop. Then open placeholder 3, highlight it, press your keyboard Alt and hold it, go to your folder assets, open it up, image, photos, open scene to photo images, highlight this image, drop it down into the timeline. Press S for the scale, then change the scale here to 30%. Then open placeholder 4, highlight this image 2, press the keyboard Alt and hold it, highlight this placeholder 4, drop it down into the timeline, press S on your keyboard for the scale, change the scale to 30%, highlight this placeholder 4, go to edit and duplicate it, open placeholder 5, then highlight the image 4, press keyboard Alt and hold it, go to project panel, use this image 5, drop it down into the timeline, press S for the scale, change the scale to 48%. Now I will go to composition, create a new composition. I will name it shape 2. I will change the width here to 4000 and the height I will change this to 2500. 30 frames per second and 15 seconds duration. Click OK. Then go to layer, create a new solid and I will name it shape 2. Make it comp size, color is white, click OK. Then press P on the keyboard for the position. Enable the title action safe. Change this Y position to 0. Then create a keyframe. Make sure that the anchor point must be on the right side. Make sure that this shape 2 is highlighted. Go to Effects and Preset. Go to Distort, Polar Coordinates. Create a keyframe on the interpolation. Change the type of conversion to rectangular to polar. Then move your playhead to about 2 seconds duration. Then change the position X here to 6853. Then the interpolation, change this to 100%. Now I will highlight this keyframe. Right click my mouse. Keyframe assistant is in. Highlight this keyframe. Right click my mouse. Keyframe assistant is out. Then I will highlight the shape 2. Right click my mouse. Recompose it. Move all the attributes into the new composition. Okay. Go to edit and duplicate it. And press P on your keyboard. Change this position here to 1247. Change the blending mode here to silhouette alpha. Now open the scene 2 folder. Then go to project panel. All you have to do here is to change all the compositions from scene 1 to scene 2. Okay, so I will highlight the placeholder 1. Press the keyboard Alt and hold it. Go to placeholder 3. Change it. All we have to do is to open the matte 2, highlight the shape 1 comp 1, press your keyboard Alt and hold it, go to your project panel and change this to shape 2 comp 1. Then go back to the scene 2 folder. As you can see that the text is visible halfway, all you have to do is to highlight this text 2. Then press P on the keyboard for the position. I'll just drag it up a bit. so we can see. Then go to composition, create a new composition. I will name it main. Then change the width here to 1920 by 1080p. Still the same frame, 30 frames per second, but I will change this duration to 10 seconds only. Then click OK. I will drop down into the timeline the scene to composition, and I will open this scene 1 and I will drop it down into the timeline. Go to 5 seconds. Highlight the scene to composition, open bracket key to move that layer. Then go to project panel, open the footage and drop this to the light leak and the particles into the timeline. Then change the blending mode here to screen. Now let's play it. Let's see what happens. There you go. So guys, we are done with our tutorial. Thank you very much for watching and I hope that you like it. Make sure that you will subscribe for those people who are new in this channel. Press the like button if you like the video and press the notification bell so that you will be updated to all the videos that I'm gonna be uploading, okay? So thank you guys and God bless.